chance of success? It was in leaving, all I had to rely after I'd escaped there, but to my surprise, my that's right. Well, along with the other two, one of the obligations. Meanwhile, it doesn't feel good. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason, and even if you did, it seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh? They only set that up as, but if you really... that's not what I meant. Voyaging far and wide. That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be... the Alcor is the... Then there's... Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui in Asile, right? Ningguang told me about. She's a hard one, judging by the clothes on. Paimon? Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not... You're not far off. This young man is... with this fine ship and the soft sea breeze. Only if the mood takes... Hey, you don't... Oh, wait a minute! The crux clap, they're too important, so. You've got two. You can't take part if you've got a vision. And with Liu's sake... Now, before you dismiss, get this. Supplied by myself. Is there really such thing as a master? When a vision bearer does. As for whether this ship... Yep, and the way organizing the class, so if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own. Yeah, Inazuma? Well, why didn't you say? In that case, if you win the tournament... You just want... What's wrong with that? What are we gonna do? Great. It seems like it will only...
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look. The Clash is a nobody wants... Me? Only a former runner-up in the Tsuhu Rock... What? You? Not to mention, they tried to sneak past. I planted a left. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into... I'm not saying I came...
But first...
I'll see you in the arena. That's right. Nothing beats real life with this tournament.
Exactly. This master is
famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan. And his skills, he's got to be to the Ling Shan. It's a type of breed, for example. One time, he sent a challenger flying into... It sure is. We're clear... Of course. But recently, though, so if we can get our hands on a vision, too... Well, we have to... Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide. See you in the arena. Hey, youngster. If so... So you're also... You better believe it. For me? Obtaining a vision? No. I know how that kind of fast effort in most people's a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I've also brought along, of course, I also put in a few... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys
spoke with Lady Kuch.
I trust you're aware that, really? Yep, she's still... My apologies. It's just a format. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others? Yeah, and also... Well...
Might as well declare.
I wonder if it... Okay, right. Great heroes. Oh, we're not here. There's another prize!
Beto must have upped the...
Why would I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then. Well, anyway, the qualifier... Hey, so even though you don't so promising... In any case, looking at the competition... Alright. You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then... Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win? What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see.
I knew I wouldn't. So, what do you think?
Impressive.
Well, I thought so. Come on.
All right. You fought well.
All right, then. You know, and since you signed up, we've had many others do this for one thing, so...
This is how Captain decides.
All right. We're finally here, folks. The real show...
Your opponent has... You may well be... Very well.
All right, that's... Your opponent in the sim... I do not doubt your ability... Relax! My girl's... Okay.
God.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for. It's a fury. You're pretty good. I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right! So if you had a vision...
I wanted a vision, but mine, I lost interest. I've fought in...
Huh?
No, I didn't. Only in...
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar.
By the way, do you know...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, so don't.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around. See what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to...
Ah, it's you! I myself... Why, yes. I faltered but given my stature, still, I'm sure... He tried to use force. His opponent was pretty... Why don't you dodge, they ask. Don't even get me started. I don't dare tell my Matt. Sorry, I shouldn't be...
Oh,
Thanks.
we still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. True, I could sense that you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I
guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new. Not exactly. As for the guy, what's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, I haven't
Yeah.
It is true that I do not mean to flaunt given your talent.
Hang on. Don't you think...
Gathering intelligence besides our favorite...
You betcha I'm with it.
However, there is a come with me. Now that we're alone, you are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single... That's right, if I'm not mistaken. Since a young age, it is things of...
As crazy as...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could... And not to mention your... Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your... So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is...
It's been a long... Honestly, even...
Perhaps such However, I still... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will... Now then... One with nature. Time to go. The wind moves. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to In other words, as long as you please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity. The world is a truly I desire to know, and what influence. My apologies for allowing me the honor of witnessing your So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, visions are given in the outset, not to mention. As far as I know, Ryue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days. Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, if you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when the time. Oh, right! If you have no other matters to attend to, then very well.
Why isn't he here? Never mind. We can. Everyone, listen up. We've reached the club. We've seen many Now, I'd like to. She strikes. Wow. I'm sure everyone. But today's. As for our other. Come on. Apologies. Everyone, just sit tight.
They've got no other choice. Wait a moment. Captain Beto, Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone, all right. We don't know when it was.
No need to worry. The vision was the
Well, I'll stay here and.
If you would, please come with me. Come with me. I can.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues. The moment it was stolen. You'll see, shortly. The wind's nosy.
Let the show begin.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back. Time to go.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
the wind. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could.
This has nothing to do. Additionally, in other words,
You.
but most disappointing, it appears that the vision.
Fine! I've had my eyes on. I'd intended to win after watching the semi since there was no use in. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you. Drat. I know an empty threat fine.
You know, according to. Not to mention that it seems that it would be.
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
What are you trying to do? Just you watch. Incinerate! Into the wind. Just a temporary setback.
No.
Put down the vision and.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you.
No.
I take no pleasure when people are forced into a corner. That is when they're great. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. From the moment I've tried many other, though few tales. After seeing you, come. Why don't you give it a try? I see. No matter. This was expected.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the vision hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the vision hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I'd stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is me, but as a wandering samurai, I find meaning. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the...
If you're looking for the... It seems that the crux... Captain Beto is... But still...
The one who stole the... He knew he stood no... In which case, the...
Huh? If that's... It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, but the voyage to... In fact, the...
Hold on a second.
Let us not forget that, suffice it to say, in the meantime... Thank you. One final word.
Astra Abyssosque. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. Now that I think about...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma, right? Oh, is that right? The fleet is near Captain Beto, so... Of course.
So you'll be heading off then? What are the journey until we meet again? Ad Astra Abyssosque. Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island. So there's another?
Well, I guess it's time... Okay. Just follow me. The wind knows it.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never... We set sail for the...
Oh, hi there.
You can blame your alma. Oh, the fleet was filled. Now then, let me introduce everyone. Toma, these two.
No need for introductions. Their reputation.
Toma's resided on Rito for. If you run into any problem. Good.
Oh, wow.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all.
Now then, first things first. We need to... So we have to play by the rules, even if